Alright, I had quite a few problems with when I was taping this card. My video camera died. First it got too full and then it died. So I just wanted to recap where we've been because it's been a couple days. I just gave up that day. And so I just wanted to recap. We just have this card and it's folded in half. Has the polka dot paper on top, and then the bottom paper has the stripes on it. And then I'm not sure exactly where my camera got full and died. This is a scalloped square. I cut it out of Accent Essentials. It's on page 78 and I used the shift button. And then it's cut at 2.5. So then I printed this image off my computer and trimmed it down just so that it would fit appropriately onto the square. And it's not exact, like the square is a little bit larger, but it works for what I wanted. So then all I did is I took my Stampin' Up! Markers and I colored in the scarf and the mittens and the top of his hat. And then I'm going to take my crumb cake marker and I'm going to add a little bit of shadow to the snowman right here. And I'm just doing that by adding a little bit of the color crumb cake to where the shadow would be. And then I'm going to take another color, not quite navy, which is the color of my square, and my base card is Marina Mist. No, it's I'll have to check. I'll put it on the screen what it is. But I know this one is not quite navy. So I'm just going to do his hat in not quite navy. And then I just forgot to do the little top here in Cherry Cobbler. So now I'm going to put this card together. I have a couple other things I'm going to do, but we'll do that last. So I have my square. Just going to attach this little snowman image. And then we're going to attach him right on our card. You could use pop dots to pop them up, but I just wanted to keep these cards simple. And then I've stamped this. It says The Magic of Christmas. It's just a random Christmas stamp I had. I think I got it in the dollar section at Michael's last year. So I stamped it in green, and then I also inked around the edges, and I'm just going to stick that right up here. And then I have some stickles. And I have found the best way to do these cards, if you're doing multiple cards, do them in, Wendy taught me this actually. Just the other day I was over at her house and she was doing a ton of different Christmas cards. And she does it in steps. So one night she'll sit and cut all her card base out and fold them. And so then she'll have a stack of those. And then she'll cut out if she has, if you have paper like this, cut out all your paper and put it in stacks. And then your next step one night, when you have time, assemble all of them. One night, stamp all of your, sayings and ink all the edges. And then that way you don't get burnt out working. Sometimes when you're working on a project, by the time you've done the 15th one, you don't want to do it anymore because you're burnt out. So that's a great way to not get burnt out. Just do them in steps. So I have the stickles, and I'm just going to do little dots for the snowballs. And this is the last step I'm doing because, of course, it'll have to dry. And then also I'm just going to put some stickles down here. I'm just going to set that aside to dry. So that is our second card.